Let's take a look at solving a set of inequalities here with the word or. The word or actually gives you more options. That'd be like if you said, well, I'm happy with either A or B. Either of those two things work for me. So if any value of x causes negative 16x plus 11 to be less than or equal to 1, or if negative 14x minus 13 is greater than or equal to negative 13, either of those things are considered a solution. So I'm going to solve these things separately. I've got negative 16x plus 11 is less than or equal to 1. I'm going to start by subtracting the 11 from both sides. One minus 11 is going to give me negative 10. I'm going to divide by a negative. When you're dividing by a negative number, you have to flip that inequality. So I'm going to divide by negative 16, and I'm changing the direction. This was a less than or equal, now it's a greater than or equal. The negatives cancel, and I'm left with 10 over 16. I can divide the top by 2, that gives me 5. I could divide the bottom by 2, that gives me 8. So any values of x that are greater than or equal to 5 over 8 is considered a solution. Or, I've got more options here. Negative 14x minus 13 is greater than or equal to negative 13. I'm going to add 13 to both sides. Negative 13 plus 13 is going to give me 0. I'm going to get rid of this negative 14 by this x, negative 14x, by dividing both sides by that value. Since I'm dividing by a negative 14, I have to change the direction of this inequality. 0 divided by 14 is 0. So I have answers of x greater than or equal to 5 over 8 works, and x greater than or equal to 0 works. So I'm going to draw a number line to try to visualize this a little bit. X less than or equal to 0 works. So that means anything from 0 and down is a solution. 5 over 8 is a little bit more than a half. So this set, somewhere about here, 5 over 8, and I'm looking for any number from there and up. So my solution set is anything on this first piece or anything on the second piece. So when I'm writing this out, I would say anything from negative infinity to 0, and including 0, that's coming from that second equation in the first piece, works. And anything in the second chunk also works, from 5 over 8, and including, because there's that equal sign underneath it, up to infinity. Now, the way that I say that there are multiple answers that work is the symbol U. This means union, or. So when you have an or style problem, it's pretty common to see this U kind of horseshoe shape linking together all of the pieces that work. So this is an example of an inequality involving the word or.